I'm joined here by Austin Trapagon Weiss, and we're here to cast for you the Tokyo and Tulsa round robin event today. We're just about getting ready to go into Champion Select for our the first game that we're going to be streaming. There are currently, 6 games going on right now? And there we go. We are in Champion Select for the first round of the Uncapped tournament between Team Accursed and KU Esports. You can't see it just yet. We haven't gotten into that. There we go.
There is a small delay.
Yeah, a little bit of a delay, but on the first side, Team Accursed ban away the Jace away from KU Esports. Maybe a little bit of scouting done there. They also ban Oriana. On the other side, KU Esports ban away Tryndamere and Jax.
Tryndamere and Jax definitely seem like a targeted ban.
Yeah, most definitely. If you don't know anything about Team Accursed, you need to know about X-Riker, their top laner. He's a real monster of a player. But the one thing he does is he mostly plays split pushers, hence the 3 bans leveled directly at him immediately.
Tryndamere, Jax, and Fiora, all excellent duelists. I can see why they'd be good split pushers. Who is their top laner?
X-Riker. X-Riker is in the top
And how
lane.
was his performance in the recent league that he played in?
He hasn't played in any of our competitive events yet, but from the sounds of what teams talk about, from my experience just watching his games, he is quite the split push monster.
So, if he's a split pusher, does he interact with his team much at all throughout the game, or is he solely top lane the entire game?
Very much of the time he is. I think he's split pushing almost maybe 80% of the time.
That's a lot of split pushing.
But it will be
Jarvan for KU and Lee Sin, and it looks like Xayah is going to be locked in here.
Yeah.
So we're seeing a team that's mostly volume boost. Okay. Jarvan and Rek'Sai, big crowd control champions. Jarvan locks everyone in, Rek'Sai goes in, knocks everyone out. It seems like a pretty good combination. A lot of mobility on that side. Lee Sin, just as much mobility, really, but Xayah, not the most mobile champion. She's going to have trouble keeping them off of her.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the first pick, Lee Sin, makes a lot of sense. It's a high priority jungler, just in general. A lot of people play the champion. So Leto picks that one up. It's a definite comfort pick for him. Xayah and Rakan, the combo. You get the bottom lane combo already locked in. And I think Xayah is actually a very good pick here against Jarvan Rek'Sai, because you use your Featherstorm to dodge their initial jump in, and then you can kite back really effectively on the champion.
So here's my question. There's a lot of spells that let you get over Jarvan Wall that really shouldn't. Vayne's Tumble is an example of one. Does Xayah's ult?
No, it doesn't
actually. It doesn't. You can't get out of it?
No. You can dodge the damage with it, but you can't jump out of it. But on the other side, KU, they've picked up the Corki in their last rotation. Definitely a strong mid lane champion, especially right now. They just changed him so he does more magic damage. Static Shiv Rapid Fire Cannon with Warlord's Bloodlust is really very popular on him right now. And after the next 2 bans, they've leveled 2 bans at Leroy in the mid lane, Vladimir and Cassiopeia. I'm not sure if he's a Cassiopeia player, but definitely a Vladimir is a big pick for Leroy.
And Caitlyn and Draven for Accursed. Caitlyn just got nerfed. Her attack speed was dropped down, and that's in addition to the other nerfs she received recently where Hurricane no longer stacks her passive.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she should be as high priority as she is in this tournament.
To be honest with you, I'm actually kind of surprised that she got all the way through the first rotation of picks and got into second bans. She's still really strong, just safe pick. Olaf is X-Riker's 4th pick after the first 3 that were banned away from him. So that will be Olaf in the top lane for X-Riker. Talia picked up for Leroy. It's a good roaming champion, something he likes to do. He likes to make plays in the side lanes once he shoves in.
Also, her mines are going to be especially helpful against that team.
This is a support Gragas.
Yeah, support Gragas. See, a long time ago we had a discussion, Alex and I did, about support Gragas specifically. And what did I tell you then, Alex?
I don't remember. That was too long ago for me to remember.
I was right. It's okay. You can tell me.
No, I actually don't remember, but please tell me.
It's good. I mean, I can go into the specifics. But Gragas has everything you want to support. He has an AoE slow that doubles as a poke, so you can get in damage early for your champion. He has damage reduction, which lets him tank for the ADC. and he has a CC that has a relatively low cooldown. I mean, it's something like 14 seconds, and then it's reduced to 8 if you hit something.
On the body slam?
On the body slam, yeah.
Okay.
But his ult with Callista is super good. So when you get the knock up from the Callista ult, you combo with the Gragas ult, and then they can't dodge it unless they have...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're being signaled. Alright.
Alright, we are going to get into... We're getting into the 3-minute delay. You were talking about support Gragas.
Oh, support Gragas. So with Callista, he's especially good, but even without her, he does a lot on his own. He's able to almost one-shot any ADCs just with his base damage alone because he has that % health, and he has the CC to lock him down.
Towards the Naked Beekeeper, we do have a schedule. Unfortunately, it's not posted online anywhere as of yet, to my knowledge. We'll try and get that to you as soon as possible. We'll find a link somewhere for you.
The schedule is going to be pretty loose until we seed everyone, and then we'll have an actual tournament set up later.
Yeah. Right now, we're just in round-robin stages, so all teams are just sort of playing one another. But yeah, that's basically what's happening. So, for day 1, that's the day, will be round robin, just to determine seeding for the actual tournament bracket, which will be starting tomorrow, followed by finals on Sunday, which Ariel had previously mentioned in her intro.
It's interesting that Rakan decided to take Ignite here over Exhaust to lock down the Callista.
Yeah, that is rather interesting.
We can't really see the other champion summoner spells. Are windows cut off? Can we?
No, that's a client bug.
Client bug?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. I guess we'll have to wait and see. It looks like Jarvan has TP and Callista has heal as usual, but I can't really tell anybody else.
Are we going to stream any of the Kansas City Kings games today? What team is that?
Well, while he looks for that, I'd like to talk a bit about Corki and his last item. I've seen a lot of people build Leandries as a finishing item on Corki.
I mean, it makes sense. Magic penetration is more effective on him, considering more of his damage has been converted to magic.
It also applies rapidly on his Gatling gun.
Well, but the damage over time,
damage, isn't it?
What?
Isn't Leandry's spell damage?
Well, yeah, it is applied on spell damage, but just having the damage over time there doesn't matter because it's applied over time anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it resets. It's like how Singe Poison applies the first tick of Deathfire Touch every tick, and then resets the cooldown. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why you take, well, you used to be able to take Deathfire Touch on a lot of champions who had that kind of effect. It would just apply on every tick like Cassiopeia. Although I believe Storm Raiders is better on her now.
Nesua would be the mid laner of the Kansas City Kings. I don't think that that's their name going into the tournament, but I'll take a look at the rosters and see what team that is, and I'll let you know.
Our list just has 2 team names, and they're really tiny. I can't even read them from here.
Oh, it's okay. I got it.
Yeah.
But anyways, it looks like we're finally done with the spectator delay here. We're going to be jumping into the first game of the day between Team Accursed and KU Esports. KU Esports coming into this tournament very much the favorites.
KU Esports and Quantum's team, which I'm not sure what the actual team name for
their
his
team name is 2 Jackets, 3 Diamonds.
You know, Nick makes me really upset sometimes. This is one of those times. So those are the 2 favorites. I think KU is going to be better, honestly. Just looking at their lineup, it looks like they came in. They have jackets and like team shirts and stuff.
Well, you gotta realize
really
too. Quantum's team it's not entirely not necessarily very cohesive. They kind of have people that they play with.
It's very fluid. It's like a pool of people that they just pick from, and they put them where they need them, and then they have a team, like a collective.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I would call it a cult in some circles. It looks like we're having a lot of
No. That'll happen every time.
That'll happen every time.
Yeah. If you spectate a game directly from Champion Select, you get into the game faster than the players load in. So
that makes sense.
It accommodates for the 3-minute delay with that little bit of downtime there. But anyway, yeah, support Gragas.
also took Ignite. It looks like Corky took Exhaust mid against the Talia. That does negate a lot of her burst damage, but I don't know if he's going to have the range to exhaust her when he gets comboed off.
Did you get a good turnout for the open bracket? So we have 7 Platinum Cap teams and 6 uncapped teams, 2 of which are playing on your screen right now. This is Team Accursed on blue side up against the KU Esports on the red side. Oh, X-Riker, he misses the first undertow. He picks up the axe. He's going to throw us down some more damage. But here's LXY, but Lado's on the other side. Nice sidestep on the Sonic Wave, and now Lado has to back away. He's out of abilities. He's going to get another undertow. Cheney might be in rough spot here. He's not going to even bother flashing. He's going to be first blood for Lado. LXY on the other side, but it looks like KU Esports are going to get out of there, losing only their top laner.
I really respect the fact that Jarvan didn't flash there. Flashing would have been a huge waste this early in the game, especially top lane.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why, but there is a ton of clapping. What had just happened?
I'm not sure.
Was that for the first blood? So, it looks 1-1, and I'm not sure where the other kill...
yeah, it looks like Riker died to a gank in the top lane while we were gone. LXY making his way up there.
Bramble Vest.
Oh wait, we're back into game. But not a whole lot's happening, so we'll go ahead and talk about Bramble Vest. So the Bramble Vest, wait, what's happening right now? Sprite doesn't quite get caught by the root collar. Randy Newman goes in
before the game started. We asked everybody, and they wanted, to just go with it.
All right, so we're back in the game. We'll see for how long that lasts. We're lagging a little bit.
So Bramble Vest. Let's keep.
Ooh, body slam into the minions. PP messes up a little bit. Sprite and Pippi just gonna get shoved in by Hastega and Randy Newman.
It looks like
Hastega getting good body slam. The Ignite goes down. Hastega uses the Summoner Heal, gets the shield, and here comes LXY. There's the Prey Seeker. Hastega will go down. Sprite picks up that one. Lado comes in, but he's not a whole lot he can do. He's down to level 2 LXY. And that will be a quick kill going over to KU Esports.
You're playing against Gragas, which isn't a traditional support. Gragas does a lot more damage than a lot of other supports deal, and you're going into him without much mana and without all of your cooldowns up. And I'm not sure what Hastega was planning on doing there, really.
Yeah, he burned both of his summoners and still dies. He's not too far behind in terms of CS. He does have to go for the cull, unfortunately for him.
While I don't think Cole is a great starting item, I do think Cole can be good as a secondary item. Here I'm not sure because Zaya has a lot of trouble CSing. A lot of her spells, all of her spells really, make her auto attacks AoE, so they apply to the damage to the minions behind them, which makes it a bit harder to CS than someone like Caitlyn or Draven.
Yeah, in general, when you have the reasons you have to go cull is when you do die early on there. Ooh, good dodge on the body slam from Hastega. Randy Newman comes in with the battle dance.
Top lane, it looks like the CS difference is negligible. We have 40 to 38. Seems pretty even. Mid lane, it looks like Corky's pulling a bit of ahead. He's got a huge minion wave stacked up, and Talia isn't really known for being the best CSer.
Lado lands the Sonic Wave onto LXY, gets knocked up after the Unburrow. Here comes the Weaver's Wall from Leroy, and LXY has nowhere to go. Good collapse from X-Riker and Leroy on that skirmish in the jungle.
The wall was placed excellently. It forced her to go top lane right into the Olaf, who was already there waiting. I'm surprised they were able to coordinate that well. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about the teams, so it's hard to say what I expect.
Good knock-up onto Sprite. He gets rooted up by the root collar as well. He's ignited. Randy Newman taking a lot of damage. He will get rended down. A little bit too aggressive from the support from Team Accursed. Now Cheney gonna just flag and drag his way out. Doesn't want to fight X-Riker right now.
Another thing that I just thought of, Callista's W and Gragas W stacks % health damage.
Ooh. Yeah, that is true.
And I believe Gragas is something like 7 or 8. And what is Callista's? Is it
it's
is
pretty
it the same
significant.
Range? 16% health maximum does sound like a lot to be stacking on one auto attack.
Yeah. But that was really smart. Lado goes in onto LXY in the jungle. He forces him to unburrow, which means that goes on cooldown. He can't tunnel out under the Weaver's Wall. And that's when Leroy pops it down and they collapse on him for the kill.
Something interesting, Callista already finished her boots, which is standard on Callista. You finish boots so your hop is more effective. So I'm not sure how...
Not sure how...
Sorry, that was really loud and it kind of stung my ear. I'm not really sure how Xayah gets away from Callista at this point. Rakan can peel for a little bit, but Callista is so mobile with 2 boots.
Tier 2 boots.
Tier 2 boots. Rakan opted for Coin, which was changed this game.
Yeah.
Its new favor passive
is really good on
Jana's
Rakan.
passive.
Oh, LXY collapsing onto Randy Newman. Here's Pippi here. He's got dumped by the body slam as well. He's going to have to battle dance his way out onto Leroy. There's the Fate's Call, and LXY jumps onto him with the Void Rush. They will collapse on Lado as well. X-Striker now stuck because he has no flash. He has Ghost, and he doesn't... Ragnarok does not stop you from getting caught by Terrain. They will pick up 4 in the mid lane for KU Esports. Now they're shoving in onto that mid lane tower is 5. Hastega too late to the party. They're going in. Flash body slam from Pippi. Hastega featherstorms into the side. Oh, gets caught by the root collar. LXY goes down. Hastega will follow in return, but it will be Tower First Blood in the mid lane for KU Esports surely here.
So we're only 9 minutes into the game. We see a big collapse mid lane, and that's really what you want to see from a team like this, where you have so much AoE, and you have Jarvan and Rek'Sai and Corki. They all deal massive amounts of damage in an area.
Yeah, so just really good movements on the map by KU Esports. They pick up Tower First Blood, and there are 3.5k gold in the lead.
My only issue with taking towers this early is it leaves the mid laner without a lot to do, unless you're playing against somebody like Talia, who automatically pushes the lane all the time.
I mean, I think with how powerful Tower First Blood is now, there's really no reason to delay getting Tower First Blood. Like, a lot of times before, you'd see people leave the tower up in order to continue abusing their lane opponents if they got a lead. Yeah. But nowadays, that's really not the case anymore. No more is that worth it.
Adding the gold to the Tower First Blood really made it more of a balancing act, where you have to make a decision on whether you want to take this tower for the map advantage, or you want to take this tower to stop someone else.
Chenny gonna go in, flag and drag onto X-Riker. He's gonna put down some auto attacks because here comes XY1. He goes in with the package. X-Riker pops the Ragnarok and the Ghost, running away under tow. Gonna go out and slow them up. Package could have been placed a little bit farther. Didn't really cut off his escape as well as it wanted to, but Leroy gonna try and cut off the escape from KU's bottom lane, but he doesn't quite catch him. Pippi goes in with the body slam. Oh, good explosive cast, and Leroy will get caught by the Fate's Call. LXY goes in with the Void Rush, picks up the kill. There's a good knockup, but it's not gonna matter. It will be LXY going down. Pippi will follow, but Lado gets Summoner healed, and he's still alive. Has taken Randy Newman, playing that one pretty well. They lost Leroy, but they picked up Pippi and LXY, and now they're diving on a Sprite. He dodges away from that one. Lado goes in. He's gonna take the tower. He will go down. Sprite kiting back. He's got double buffs now. He has to flash away. Double kill, get the rend, and it's a triple 3 for 1 by Sprite.
Dodging the initial Rakan W, the Grand Entrance, was so key to winning that there. Also, diving a Callista with skill shot based champions is not a great idea.
Who had 5 kills before that? 8-0-3 on Sprite now.
And we are going to see the Bilgewater finished after his back there. I wonder what his second item's going to be.
Probably going to go Blade of the Rune King into the Runon's Hurricane.
Yeah,
fairly standard.
So boring. Let's see Ginsu's. Come on.
I don't know about the Gwinsu's there. Alright, but Sprite gonna have those double buffs, pushing onto that bottom lane tower freely. He's got Pippi in the backside ready for him.
So we see all the kills are stacked right now on Callista and Rek'Sai. Though a lot of the team does share a lot of gold here because they had a lot of assists.
Yeah.
But if they can really lock down the Callista, I'm not sure how they would do that here, but if they can, they might still have a fighting chance in this game.
Yeah, one of the big problems is there's not a whole lot of tool. Oh, good body slam by Pippi, but they don't really want to dive there. A Grand Entrance will miss. Leroy getting jumped up by LXY. He will actually just get soloed out. LXY catches him in rotation. Now they're looking for the dive. But explosive cast goes wide. Pippi tanking the tower for them. Sprite trying to go in. There's a good body slam, but Pippi will go down. Hastega will follow. They had Fate's Call. They could have saved Pippi there, but they will trade 3 for 1.
And, you're diving these people. I mean, sometimes you just get lost in, ripping and eviscerating their flesh, which I'm a big fan of on Callista.
Yeah.
There's
The
no
uncapped schedule
yet,
is
really.
not yet posted anywhere. We'll try and get you that link as soon as possible. Chenny is going to continue to get shoved in by Riker, but Riker is actually still behind about a wave in terms of CS. There's a good rend from Sprite to secure the Cloud Drake, and KU Esports just taking everything on the map. Lado does have the Rift Herald here, and Chenny really going to try and keep the wave away from the tower, but it's not going to matter. It looks like they're going for the dive onto him, but here's Pippi. There's a Flag and Drag, gonna miss. Riker pops up, Ragnarok goes away. They're going to try and take that Rift Herald out. Sonic Waves are going to land onto Chenny, but they're not going to follow. Flag and Drag goes out once again, and they will keep the tower alive.
That was a very good run from Pippi to break down that Rift Herald there. I think if his presence wasn't there, they would have been more.
Yeah,
on the
they
dive,
would have
and
dove him
that
if
tower
Pippi weren't
definitely
there.
would have gone down. So
Alright,
now
but
we see both teams are rotating top lane. except
Pippi
for
gonna
the
get caught. Oh, good body slam cancels out the resonating strike, but he's gonna get kicked away from his tower. Now he's out of position. Here he gets charmed up by that one, but here's LXY. There's the Void Rush, not gonna be used after the Prey Seeker, but they're gonna knock up onto Randy Newman. Here's Pippi. He's gonna pop out. Randy Newman jumps away. Striker does not have anything but the Void Rush, and LXY will take out Randy Newman for the first kill. And Lado gets knocked up, and he will go down. Double kill for LXY. Rek'Sai 6, 3, and 5. And they rotated Chenny out into the bottom lane to stop the push from Hastega. They've got Riker and Leroy in the mid lane. They ping onto the mid lane tower. That's going to be the focus for them, but they're going to be losing out in this push 4 against 2 in the top lane against the mid lane.
So we're going to see all the outer towers go down here, which is they're going for a go wide instead of go deep kind of pushing here, which I think is good. I'm not really sure what the dynamics of pushing are in this specific meta.
Chenny here, they lose the tower in the mid lane, but will they get collapsed on by the other members of KU Esports? Remember, there's no tower in the mid lane to protect them, but it looks like they're just going to go ahead and deny away any of Lado's jungle from the blue side.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting wolves, which is better than nothing, honestly. It could be a lot worse here. Rek'Sai now up to 6 and 3. It looks like her Black Cleaver is probably going to be finished after this next back. Corki finished Trinity Force. It's a big power spike for him. Callista, 8-0. She's got her Bork. There's nothing you can do to stop her at this point without any hard targeted CC.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things. They picked this Callista fairly late. Oh, hold on a second. XY1 going in with a package onto Leroy, and the body slam from Pippi catches Randy Newman. Leroy gets himself out of there. Explosive cast to disengage. Lado has found LXY1. He falls with the resonating strike, but he will kick him in the face for the kill. Here's Chenny, goes in with a Flag and Dragon. Cataclysm dunks onto Leroy. It's a 1-for-1 at the end of the day.
It's a 1-for-1, but Corki played that super well. He dodged all of Callista's mines and her W, and he was just able to just pepper her with the bomb, the phosphorus bomb, and the rockets. And if he had gotten that one auto attack with the Trinity proc, he might have been able to secure that kill. It's just unfortunate that Flash prevented him from doing that.
Yep.
We also see Jarvan rushing. God, I already forgot the name of that item. Black Cleaver.
Yeah. Yep. Makes a lot of sense.
Standard on him? I'm not really
on
sure
top
what
lane
he does
Jarvan,
now.
you can go the Black Cleaver first item, or you can go like Tiamat into Black Cleaver. Both of them are good. He's been pushed under tower, so I would understand if he went for the Tiamat to try and match that push from Riker's Olaf. But instead he's opting for the Black Cleaver, just get a little bit more of that single target damage. We don't have, it looks like we don't have links enabled on our, oops, on the
I'm
stream.
not sure if we have
Yeah, we'll
permission
fix
to
it.
change
We
that
can
either.
fix it somehow.
Somehow. Alright, so tell me what you think about the CS difference. A lot of the CS is super even. They've been doing a lot of team fighting and a lot of roaming, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
The
But,
thing is, Leroy's been roaming a lot. Oh, hold on a second. LXY getting jumped up by Lado, but here's Pippi. He's gonna safeguard his way out to the side. Leroy's been roaming a lot, and Hastega's kind of been caught in rotation.
Yeah.
He's been rotating a lot whenever, so he's missing a lot of this CS just sort of ambiently. So that would account for a lot of Sprite and XY1's CS leads over their opponents.
And it's interesting, when you see teams like this which are fairly high level, there's a lot of Diamonds, Masters, 2 Challengers, you see a lot less action because they play more conservatively because they've played the game longer. But in this game, it's just been a slaughter. They've been running everywhere, rolling over each
Well,
other.
I think a lot of that has to do with KU's rotations on the map. They kind of out-rotate TAC, and they kind of force them to fight them in an unfavorable position, which is accounting for a lot of KU's lead there. Yeah.
This position.
They just had all 5 people in the top lane ready with that wave. No waves prepped up for Team Accursed, ready to push onto towers.
Yeah, so they're probably going to rotate, I guess, in bottom now because you want to be near that dragon when it spawns. You want to be able to take it without any interference, or you want to be able to bait it and then catch people out in the jungle.
Yeah.
Especially Rakan is so easy to catch out now because he's trying to ward to get his team back in the game, but if he does it alone, it's super dangerous for him.
Yeah, at the very least, Rakan is a very mobile support. Gives him a lot of tools to escape, but yeah, if he's caught just like by himself, he can't battle dance over the side to anybody. Then he's just gonna die and give up a lot of objectives for his team.
It's especially hard against their team specifically because they have a lot of pick-off champions. Like Gragas is really good at picking people off. The same with Jarvan and Rek'Sai. So it's really hard to navigate what.
Oh, Lado kick flashes onto Pippi. Leroy's here as well. He got body slam, dodges away from that one. Lado comes in, but here's XY1, and Lado might have gone too far here. He will go down. There's the flash forward. Weaver's Wall used to try and cut him up, but KU all jump over the side. There's the Cataclysm onto Azteca, forces the flash out. LXY looking for it, but they're not going to get anything. Lado just goes too far once again.
A fun fact I saw in that last fight, after Corki flashed over the wall to get out a few spells, a few auto attacks, but the wall actually bumped him back over.
Yeah, KU gonna get the mountain trait completely uncontested. They lose a tower in the top lane to X-Riker on the split push, but they're losing a lot across the side of the map.
So, like you said, X-Riker's game has mostly been it's been split pushing. You said about 80% of the time. How do you think that's going to go in this game specifically?
I mean, at this point they can't win fights, so that's probably their best option. I think X-Riker will beat Chenny in an even fight. Oh, Randy Eamon goes in with the battle dance, but now he's caught by Pippi. He jumps out on the side. Leroy dodged away from him by Sprite, and Sprite just goes in. He's ready for the fight, and Riker now trying to catch him down, but he gets rendered to death. Hastega is, we're gonna have a little bit of lag here. As I'm getting excited, that's a triple kill for Sprite, and now Azteca gets body slammed. It's going to be a quadra kill for Sprite. Lado, the last remaining member, they want to get this penta kill, but Lado is on a Lee Sin. He's not going to be caught super easily. They're going to give that one up and move to the Baron.
So after they rotate to Baron, they have a few options here. Sprite's pretty low, but he's going to heal off this Baron. Or he should, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
looks like he doesn't get a whole lot here. They have the option to back now because the respawn timers are pretty slow, or they could rotate into Lado's jungle and start clearing away all his camps. And then
no chance of a steal there with the Rend. Lado not even anywhere near the Baron. 12-0-5 on Sprite right now. LXY. They get the Baron, and LXY will take away X-Riker's topside jungle as well. And here's XY1 trying to deny Lado some more. Steals away. Ooh, good Sonic wave from Lado. We'll secure the Big Raptor at the very least.
Big Raptor not super important anymore. It's a small pie of the XP now. They changed the little ones to be a lot more impactful.
XY1 daring Lado to try and steal this red buff away. And they're actually just going to back away. Don't want to get collapsed on by the members of Team Accursed. Azteca going to be handed off the red buff.
And this is exactly what they wanted to be doing after taking Baron. They wanted to reset, have the individual champions go and poach all the jungle camps, so there's nothing else to do but to defend. They're going to force the fight, take a few more towers, and eventually push down this Nexus. The Clister rank, all of the players on KU are Diamond, Masters, or Challenger. I'm not sure which one he is.
I don't know which one is Sprite.
I think he's Diamond. I believe
you could always
Jungle
look him up. You can
Challenger?
see him.
Yeah. If you just want to go type in any League of Legends.
Alright, but Sprite, he's by himself pushing into that mid lane tower, but here's Pippi coming across the side. They will get the tower. Randy Newman goes into the body slam, or the grand entrance, knocks up Pippi. Good kick away from LXY, but good explosive cast from Pippi, and Lado's caught again. Sprite goes legendary. Azteca goes in with the Cataclysm on from Chenny. LXY on a rampage, and now the Fate's Call knocks up Leroy, and they will secure him as well. Randy Newman flashes himself away, but Sprite goes in, gets the kill. Legendary on Callista, and now they're looking for the end of the game. They don't have minions, but it doesn't matter. There's the minion wave, and Riker is the only remaining member of Team Accursed. They get down the tower, they get down the inhib. They're
as
looking
far as
for the
KU's
end.
rankings, there is a challenger and a master player on their team. I'm
Yeah,
not sure
Sprite
which one it
secures
is.
the first tower, and Pippi goes in with a body slam, misses on the X-Riker. The second Nexus tower will quickly follow, and KU in 23 minutes take the win over Team Accursed in a very decisive victory.
So gold deficit 15k. That's a big deficit. 8 to 2 towers, 27 to 7 kills. Who would you say is the MVP for this game?
You gotta give it to Sprite. 14-0-7. He was going in so aggressively on Callista and making it all work.
And even when he wasn't aggressive and he was being dove, he played it super well. He stayed calm and he dodged the skill shots and he just let the tower take care of it.